just gonna give you guys like a quick description of what I'm gonna do here on it's gonna be a YouTube channel. Not gonna be much different than kind of what I do on my Instagram, Stewie's Chop Shop. I'm just gonna kind of go through all the different sort of projects that I have and my daily drivers, and just work on them, fix them, do different stuff. Maybe anytime I buy something stupid on Marketplace, or come along with that, just gonna be like just a little fun thing that I kind of do on the side. It's not gonna be crazy consistent. If like I somehow get some sort of traction and a lot of people, more than 5 people, want to watch on a weekly basis, then I'll get more into it. But yeah, pretty much like for example, I just placed a oil line on my truck that ended up burning through on the hot side of the turbo. Literally just replaced that. It was like 5 seconds. I don't know how much I'm gonna do showing like me actually like doing certain things, just trying to figure all this stuff out. And I don't want to hold the camera or my phone or something, so. But yeah, so it's pretty much just gonna be some pretty simple stuff, like today I got a handful of things to do. I got some shocks for my 3rd gen out there. It's hood is popped because I just replaced that oil line. Like I said, I got a 4-inch delete kit. Wanted to redo the exhaust because it was kind of janky, and like I said, replaced the oil line. Got an exhaust tip for it. Eventually I do need to do this CP3 pump. And I'm ordering the tool for it when I order the lines. What else do I have? Oh, I also got a big ass toolbox somewhere in the mess of this garage that I need to do as well for the truck. So yeah, stay tuned. So I wanted to give a rundown on all the different projects that I kind of have going on right now, because I have a couple dirt bikes and 2 trucks and a car. I'm maybe trying to do stuff too all the time, and this one right here is one of the dirt bikes that I have. It's a I want to say it's a 1983 Honda XL200. I ended up getting this off of one of my buddies. Traded him a CRF 450 for it. And it's a pretty nice bike. Like, like has a nice little retro thing to it. Just got some new tires and tubes in it. When he first got it, he replaced the carb, and I haven't ridden it yet just because I was trying to get everything all like buttoned together. I was having some trouble with this stuff, trying to make sure that I was doing it right. But yeah, so there's nothing else that I'm really gonna do this thing, because like it's already a pretty sweet bike, like 73 Bulbasaurus, it's just gonna be like a little putt around bike, and hopefully sometime in the future can get like a riding video. I know we've talked, me and my buddy have talked about going to Boulder City on dirt bikes and stuff, but we got to get his 450 in a better spot. Yeah, so pretty much got a handful of vehicles that are mine. I got my 2022 Chevy Colorado. It's a pretty nice truck. It's on a 3 1/4 like rough country lift. Let me do that. There we go. I got some KMC wheels with some grapplers. It's pretty much like the stock sizing and stuff. Didn't really go too much bigger. I got the bed Rhino lined, not too far, and then AFE catback exhaust. It's a good little truck. I think I also did like a cold air intake. That's pretty much it, because like when I first bought the truck, it was brand new, and I didn't really have any like aftermarket support behind it. So but that brings me over, and it brings me over to my one of my favorite cars that I've ever owned. It's my 1995 Audi 90 Quattro. This thing is a phenomenal car. I got it from a pretty cool guy that worked at iRose, also a friend of a friend, pretty much. And this thing is always been really nice. Like, the only problem I've had was the steering rack kind of going out on me and just dumping power steering fluid like there's no tomorrow. And sorry, this car is dirty along with all my other cars, and I just need to give them all some love. Main things that are, this car is like pretty much completely stock. Haven't done hardly anything to it. Has a carbon fiber hood that I need to get ceramic coated. Also clean it. Just got some hella fog lights on there. You know, I ended up doing a different wheel and tire setup. I was going to go with a 5-lug swap, but that would be more, it's just unnecessary, because when I first bought the car, I got it with RS3 front brakes, and me and my friend went to this Battleborn event, and we're talking about how we were gonna do that, and everyone was like, no, don't do that, and kind of made us kind of feel stupid about it. But then you know, roof rack. This thing has actually come in handy more than some people would like to admit. The interior on this thing is pretty stinking mint. I try to keep it as clean as possible. Like, I do not like driving this thing to work no more. I also need to get an alignment on it, but yeah, like, everything is in tip-top shape. I still need to kind of route that better, but it has a sub in it and stock V6 that burns oil a lot. But this thing is getting a 7A 5-cylinder that I'm still working on. I can show you guys some of that stuff in a minute. But yeah. So now I'm gonna look at my 3rd gen Cummins. It's a 2004.5. Here, let me close the hood. It's a nice truck. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its kinks, bad tires, and it was an old work truck, you know. It came with the service bed, or the flatbed, whatever. It's pretty nice. It's actually a really, really good truck for some of the problems it's had. Even with it kind of being kind of janky and stuff. Ignore the street. No, that's kind of my doing. Even with it being kind of janky though, like, this truck is a very good, reliable truck. Like, I've done multiple trips with this thing failing, like the engine wanted to give out and XYZ kind of happening, and it didn't want to fail, you know. Like, interior is pretty chopped. It's a work truck pretty much, you know. Like, I don't really care too much about the interior. I wouldn't mind getting it cleaned up, or maybe swapping out seats and redoing the carpet. Dash is what it is. I need to put in my edge column mount. 286,000 miles. I got it with a 273, I think, and it's a phenomenal truck. Like, I've towed from like Fredonia, Arizona, to here with a blown head gasket, a bad CP3 pump that I still need to replace, and even a boost leak, and it was hauling a full-size truck, like, with little to no effort. And then you know, towed from one of my first bikes from Kingman, I want to say it was Kingman, to here on 0 boost, because I just did a turbo setup and messed up the piping, the turbo piping, and literally had 0 boost and was perfectly fine. Only things that I've done to the truck was replace the injectors and stuff. I painted this stuff because I thought it would be pretty nice. I need to definitely change my air filter, but I did a 2nd gen high mount style setup. I had to put I had a turbo blanket. I didn't put it on before because it burned a line in this oil line that I just replaced. Got a 4-inch downpipe that's going to go into a 4-inch delete kit. This thing is studded. Also got a manifold blanket. Has a new transmission that is a whatchamacallit. It only has like 10,000-ish miles. Oh, actually, no, it's probably higher up now since I got the truck. I want to say it's probably at like 20,000 miles on the transmission. Has a rebuilt rear diff with the locker, but there's still a handful of things I still need to do this truck. I need to replace shocks all the way around, new tires, get the AC fixed because here in Vegas it's pretty hot. I also need to get it re-geared in the front because the previous owner got a new front diff and whatever else, and got the wrong gear ratio, and kind of lied about it. So yeah, but also I need to. I kind of rattle canned the bed. I mean, you can still see some of the spots and stuff. You know, I need to finish rattle canning it, and then I got that big toolbox that's going to go on the back of this, and it's going to be a nice little work rig to use it, like make some mounts and stuff to be able to put some dirt bikes up here because I have multiple, and yeah, this is kind of like some of these are the main vehicles that I plan on owning and keeping genuinely throughout my life, because like this thing is phenomenal truck, you know, fiance loves it. 3rd gen, absolute workhorse, pre-emissions truck, just all around like amazing. My Audi over there, like again, phenomenal vehicle, like little to no complaints for that. Like, this is the old steering rack on it. It kind of had blown out through the boot, and just about everywhere it can leak from, it was leaking from. So yeah, it's not that. This is the 7A 5-cylinder block. I got it with no rods or pistons. I mean, I got all the parts kind of over there on my shelves and stuff, but I needed to take it to the machine shop for them to kind of give it a look over, maybe resurface it and just make sure it's gonna work before I dump any more money into it. And then up over here, I also have my Euro headlights that I need to get resealed and put on the car. I also got my 7A valve cover that I painted. It actually matches some of the stuff on my my 3rd gen, or the paint on my 3rd gen. Just kind of the paint that I had. So I was just wanting to do all that. I got a AN intake, ANN, I don't know, I kind of forget the name, but I got an intake for that, for the 5-cylinder. I also got the rods. I just need the pistons. I'm kind of waiting on the pistons. I keep putting it off on buying those. I keep buying other random junk that I don't really need. So yeah. Then for the 3rd gen, got my CP3 pump right here. I got this bad oil line. I got this extra oil drain line. I might get an extra oil feed line as well, just because, you know, I want that thing to be a absolute work rig. You know, like, I want to be able to have extra parts just in case I break down on the side of the road and don't want to be stranded and stuff. Got this exhaust. I think it's like a 4 to 6 exhaust tip. I'm just trying to figure out what setup I want to go with. Either I just do a full exhaust or an axle dump. This is just the 4-inch delete. Nothing special about it. It's just, I think I got it from like Speed Labs or something. People complain about that one just because they're like, oh, Chinesium. It don't matter. It's exhaust. And then this is the toolbox. It's a pretty big toolbox. I want to say it might even be bigger than my my blue setup over there. But this is, I'm going to make a bunch of shelves and stuff in here to be able to hold everything that I need to hold, like whether it be coolant oil, jack stands, just anything you need to make it like a good rig, you know? Because I like that truck, end goal, I want it to be a solid tow pig / work truck. We're also gonna get another Harbor Freight jack to go with it, just so I can, you know, stick it underneath there and stuff, just a spare tire for it. But yeah, like there's a handful of things that got going on for all my stuff, and wouldn't mind documenting it a little bit better for some people to enjoy. Definitely going to take some getting used to, because I feel really weird talking to a camera instead of just kind of hiding behind my screen and posting it on Instagram. But yeah, also got a dirt bike ramp and another one over there, and some extra material so I can make those brackets for my truck. I need to kind of measure out and cut what I need to do. I also need to do a whole lot of other stuff in the meantime. So I ended up just finishing the 4-inch delete on my truck. For those of you who didn't know, I was doing a 4-inch delete on my truck. A lot of grease and everything everywhere. I ended up coming out pretty nicely, undercarriage. I don't think you guys can probably see the best, but got everything mounted up pretty good, and that'll do first start.